Okay. Well, next up,
Uh-huh.
Embracer. Why is this all in caps? Embracer
I don't know.
Group
That's because it's a
enters
press release.
into an agreement to acquire Eidos, Crystal Dynamics, and Square Enix Montreal, amongst other assets.
Yeah.
All caps.
So Square Enix is just like, we're done with the Western games. Get them out of here. Not all of them, but most of them. And well, mainly because they lost a shit ton of money. But my main thing is like they bought the sale for Eidos and Crystal Dynamics stuff is $300 million, which I was like, damn, that seems cheap. Like really cheap.
It does seem pretty cheap.
After all these ones we've seen recently where they're like buying like
for billions,
Bungie for $1 billion or whatever, and like it just seemed really cheap here. So it's exciting though because like there's a lot of IPs that were kind of just held hostage by Square Enix where they haven't done anything with them.
Yeah.
And they probably weren't. Like now that Embracer has it, it's like, oh, are we going to see the next Deus Ex game? I hope so.
That'd be cool.
The next Legacy of Kain game? Hello.
Oh, Tomb Raider's in there?
Yep, that's part of the deal.
I mean, they've been
that's
doing
why
Tomb
it
Raider.
seems so cheap. Like,
yeah.
What's one of the most iconic, like, well-known video game characters? Is it not Lara Croft? Like,
it's
seriously.
definitely Lara Croft.
Like, holy crap. Like, how many Tomb Raider movies have there been? Like, it just seemed really cheap to me. But I think...
Yeah, that does seem pretty cheap.
Part of this is, like, they sold Marvel's Avengers. They sold Guardians of the Galaxy. They sold, I believe, Outriders is part of this too. Like, this is why they lost all the money.
Yeah.
It was Avengers and Outriders. They lost them a ton of money. But it seems like a lot of people are saying they had to sell these guys because they lost so much money. And it's just like, if this was going to shutter Square Enix, like, they're in big trouble anyways. I mean, Square Enix has made a lot of fucked up mistakes in the past, like when they almost had to shut down because of Final Fantasy Spirits Within, the movie that just shit the bed. Like, I kind of can believe it, actually. So, yeah, I don't know, dude. But they didn't sell all the IPs. They did keep some of the Western IPs. Which ones did they keep? They kept... what's it called? Life is Strange. Oh, and they did keep Outriders. So Outriders wasn't part of it. But it's just, it just seemed so cheap to me.
Yeah, it definitely seems pretty cheap.
Yeah, so maybe they were desperate for the money. Another thing I read was that people were saying they did this sale because they wanted to really get into NFTs. But it's like, why do they need to get money to make NFTs? They could just make a cloud Final Fantasy NFT for free. Like, they don't need money to do that.
Yeah.
Like, give me a break here. So,
sorry, everyone. We started talking about NFTs.
Shit, I fucked up. Oh, I forgot there's no NFT talk.
No NFTs.
Oh, my God.
Big fail. This
exactly.
podcast's over. I'm out of here.
Yeah, sorry. And they kept Just Cause as well. So,
yeah, they kept their money-making franchises.
But is Just Cause a money-making franchise?
I mean,
Outriders, really? Life is Strange, okay. That one seems to have been, like, pretty highly regarded and, well, I guess they sell well. I don't know. They've made a bunch of them, so they must be doing something. But, it seemed like $300 million, that's it? Like, why didn't Microsoft just be like, I'll give you $500 million? Like,
we'll take it.
Exactly.
Maybe it's we're too used to the giant companies being sold that 300 mil seems pretty cheap for.
I don't know, but like, do you think that Bungie's worth more than, like, with Destiny's worth more than the Tomb Raider IP? Maybe the game with the live service from Bungie.
I think it's got to be something to do with the live service.
But like, I don't know. Yeah, I think the IP of Tomb Raider is worth $300 million.
Yeah, maybe.
But I mean, again, it's kind of getting all blown out of like proportion because like, how much did Lucasfilm sell Star Wars to Disney for? Like $2 billion. It was not that much.
No.
Comparison. Like they bought Sony bought Bungie for $1 billion and Star Wars is only worth $2 billion. Like what?
Yeah, right.
So
4.5.
Oh, it was
4.05.
It was $4 billion. Okay. So even still, like, is Bungie worth a quarter of Star Wars? I don't know.
Some people
dude.
maybe.
No. Wrong. Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like too cheap to me. Maybe
yeah,
they're in
it does.
real
It
dire
does seem
straits.
really cheap. It does seem really cheap, especially for all those IPs that are in there.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, whatever. Legacy of Kain IP is probably worth $100. The Deus Ex is probably worth $1,000. Like, honestly. But yeah, just the Tomb Raider one
Yeah.
seemed crazy to me. Yeah. But and the Embracer Group, they've been buying like a lot of developers up over time. Like they bought Gearbox. They own, well, they were THQ Nordic, I think. So they have like Saints Row and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think they also own Dark Horse Comics.
Ooh.
They own like the Asmodee, is that what they're called? The board game company?
I don't know.
Okay. They own like a lot of different stuff. They've been doing a lot of acquisitions, so.
They I wonder if their website tells who has who they own.
There's probably not a listing of all what they have, but it's hard to say. But yeah, they've been doing a lot of purchasing and stuff like that. So
Oh, they own Coffee Stain as well.
see, yeah, they own a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dark Horse.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought
THQ
so.
Nordic, Koch Media, Coffee Stain Studios, Amplifier, Saber Interactive, Deca, Gearbox, Easy Brain,
Easy Brain.
Asmodee.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
the board game company.
one.
Yeah,
And those
yeah.
are the guys that make Ticket to Ride.
Yeah, they're like a big ass
Oh yeah,
publisher of board games.
Dark Horse Media.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it seems like they're kind of hands off with the way they do the game thing. So maybe like the next Tomb Raider will be good, and hopefully there's going to be a Deus Ex sooner than later. 'Cause
Yeah,
that'd be
Deus
good.
Ex is always fun. I always like that.
Yeah, the controls kind of suck on the Xbox. But whatever.
Well, maybe they'll make it more like a Cyberpunk. So that's essentially
Cyberpunk kind of sucks for controls on console too.
Does it?
Yeah, it's pretty floaty, dude.
Well,
I was playing it a little bit the other day,
yeah.
and I was just like, man, like swinging the camera around kind of sucks.
Huh.
So,
I don't have that problem on PC with controller.
well, maybe I just have to futz with the settings a bit or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it was interesting. Seemed cheap to me.
Yeah.
So.
Seems to me as well.
Excited to see what's coming though.
Oh yeah, and then here's that article we're talking about where who they're holding on to.
Yeah, I mean, we just rolled them in together.
Yeah, we definitely did.